रहीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम। ये लेसन 52 है अबाउट टोफल सीरीज़ फॉर द बिगनर्स। आज हम लेसन में पर्पस एंड रिज़ल्ट को स्टडी करेंगे। सो विदाउट फर्दर अड्यू लेट्स स्टार्ट द लेसन। Okay, so the clauses showing purpose are followed by the conjunction so that वो clauses दो sentence clause we know इसमें independent अपना subject और verb होता है. So वो clauses जिनमें कोई purpose show हो रहा हो, ऐसे clauses के बीच में conjunction आपका जो होता है वो हमेशा so that word इस्तेमाल होता है. And after this verb so that हमेशा result clause आता है with both a subject and a verb. And remember the clause has its own subject and a verb. And the time of the result clause must be future in relation to the time of the purpose clause. आपके पास अगर आपने जो first clause है which is purpose clause उसको connect करेंगे result clause के साथ with the word so that, and remember आपको जो result clause का जो tense होगा that will be future with regards to the time of your present of your purpose clause. So the sentence structure is like subject verb, this is your purpose clause, first sentence, first clause, followed by conjunction so that, and then second clause with the verb, subject and a verb. And remember इसका जो आपका tense होगा that will be future with regards to this purpose clause. So this is your purpose clause, conjunction so that, followed by your result clause. Note it is not correct in formal written English to eliminate that in these sentences, although it is possible in spoken English. Remember in spoken English में हम इस तरीके से sentences में the word that को omit करके just so mention कर देते हैं, and yet the sentence makes sense when so long as it's a spoken English. But in writing in the from the grammar point of view, you cannot omit this word that whatsoever. So it has to be there on papers. अब हम कुछ examples को study करते हैं. He studied very hard. Now this is your purpose clause, first clause, followed by conjunction so that, and now he could pass the test. With regards to this tense, this is going to be a future tense, and this is your result clause. Because he studied hard, that led him to pass the test. Second example, she is sending the package early. Now this is the first purpose clause, followed by so that conjunction. It will arrive in time for her sister's birthday. So with regards to this tense, it is a future tense, and again this is your result clause. The question 3 is Damien, example 3 is Damien is practicing the guitar so that he can play for the dance. So Damien is practicing the guitar is a continuous present continuous tense, and this is your purpose clause followed by a conjunction so that he can play for the dance. Again this is going to be future with regards to this one, the purpose clause, and this is the result clause. इसको अगर हम बोलने में यूँ भी बोल सकते हैं कि Damien is practicing the guitar so he can play for the dance. It makes sense so long as it's spoken English, but in the writing you have to mention the word that. This is going to be the right conjunction. The next example is I am learning German so that I will be able to speak it when I go to Austria next summer. So that is a conjunction. I am learning German is the purpose clause, and the rest of the sentence is the after so that is a clause, is a result clause. The next example is Susan drove to Miami instead of flying, and this is a purpose clause. Now this led to so that, followed by she could save money, and this is the result clause. When she drive instead of flying, then the result will be that she will save some money. Next example is will you let me know about the party. This is your first clause, which is a purpose clause, followed by conjunction so that, and then it followed by I can make plans to attend. So with regards to the first clause, the purpose clause, it followed by the result clause. रहीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम। ये टॉफल सीरीज़ का लेसन 53 है, जिसमें आज हम कॉज एंड इफेक्ट को स्टडी करेंगे यूजिंग वर्ड्स सो एंड सच. सो विदाउट फर्दर अड्यू लेट्स स्टार्ट द लेसन. द फॉलोइंग इंस्ट्रक्शंस आर यूज्ड to indicate a cause and effect which is result relationship. So cause and effect के relationship को हम sentence structures में कैसे show करेंगे, आज हम उसके बारे में पढ़ेंगे. The first example, first sentence structure is कि आपके पास subject है followed by verb, this followed by so, and then a verb, adjective and adverb comes, either of the two, and then word that, and then followed by subject and verb. Remember one thing, that there will be never an option of having noun after the verb so. आप noun के बाद, आप so के बाद word noun कभी भी इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकते, either वो adjective होगा या वो adverb होगा. इसको हम examples में देख लेते हैं. The soprano sang so well that she received a standing ovation. So the cause was a good singing and effect turned out to be a standing ovation. So के बाद यहाँ पर आप जो देख रहे हैं underlined, this is an adjective. Then second example is Terry ran so fast that he broke the previous speed record. So के बाद एडजेक्टिव है फास्ट, एंड दैट के बाद आपके पास जो इफेक्ट का क्लॉज है वो आ जाता है, विच इज़ ब्रेकिंग द record. The example 3 is Judy worked so diligently. Again, this is adverb after so, that she received an increase in salary. So the effect was, so the cause was hard work, diligent hard work, और जो effect है वो increment in the salary है. Further examples, the soup tastes so good, an adjective, that everyone will ask for more. So again, soup की जो taste है that is the cause, और जो effect है that happens to be everybody asking more for it. Another example is the little boy looks so unhappy. This word so is followed by an adjective again that led to that we all feel sorry for her. So this is the cause that he looks unhappy, that everybody felt, so the cause, effect turned out that everybody felt sorry for the guy or for the girl for that matter. Another example, the student had behaved so badly that he was dismissed from the class. So badly is adverb. The cause was the bad behavior, and this effect turned out to be a dismissal from the class. This was all about adverb and adjective after the verb so. इसके अलावा आपको एक और चीज़ इंपॉर्टेंट ये है कि वो रूल्स मालूम हो कि जब आप इन क्लॉजेज़ में अगर आपके पास इंटेंसिव मॉडिफायर्स हों, लाइक मैनी, फ्यू एंड अदर मोर, जिसको हम फर्दर स्टडी करेंगे, तो आप फिर इन सेंटेंस स्ट्रक्चर को कैसे कंस्ट्रक्ट करेंगे. इन केस यू हैव many and few, these are the two, then these two must be followed by the plural count noun. So the sentence structure will be, this first clause is like subject verb followed by so, and now this is many and few, which is a modifier. This followed by a plural count noun, and then the word that comes, and then the effect clause, which is subject and verb. So इसकी examples हम देख लेते हैं. The Smith has so many children. The word so followed by this word modifier many. This followed by plural count noun children, that they formed their basketball team. So the cause was more children, and the effect turned out to be a basketball team formation. Another example, I had so few job offers that it wasn't difficult to select one. So the effect cause was a lesser number of job offers, and effect turned out to be that there was no difficulty to pick one. सो फार हमने डिस्कस किया कि अगर सो के बाद मैनी हो या फ्यू हो, जब आपके पास प्लूरल काउंट नाउन होगा. इन द सेम कॉज अगर आपका सेंटेंस स्ट्रक्चर है, लेकिन ऐसे में आपके पास नॉन काउंट नाउन है, तो दैट मस्ट बी प्रीसीडेड बाय द वर्ड मच और लिटल, एंड द रेस्ट ऑफ द सेंटेंस स्ट्रक्चर इज सेम, वेयर यू स्टार्ट विद सब्जेक्ट फॉलोड बाय वर्ब. दिस इज दी आपके पास कॉज क्लॉज है, फॉलोड बाय सो, एंड द मच और लिटल, दिस विल बी फॉलोड बाय non-count noun, and then the word that, and then subject and verb. So the sentence will feel like, he has invested so much money in the project that he cannot abandon it now. So the cause was the higher investment, and the effect turned out to be you have no option left to abandon the project. Another example, the grass received so little water, so followed by little. Again, water is non-count noun, that it turned brown in the heat. So the cause was less amount of water supply, and the effect turned out to be brown grass because of the heat. इन सब के अलावा कुछ और सेंटेंस स्ट्रक्चर कंस्ट्रक्शन है जिसमें आपके पास सब्जेक्ट वर्ब फॉलोड बाय सच, एंड देन फॉलोड बाय एन आर्टिकल आ, this followed by an adjective, and then a singular count noun then that, and the rest is the cause and effect आपका जो के सेंटेंस कंस्ट्रक्शन है. और इसी को हम इस तरीके से भी लिख सकते हैं कि वर्ब subject followed by verb, instead of such it will be so, this followed by an adjective, then an article and a singular count noun, and followed by that. So in that case आपके पास the rest of the sentence structure is same, but in case you are writing such, then an article followed by adjective, and if you are writing so, then adjective followed by an article. Remember one thing कि जो ये first sentence construction है जिसमें such followed by an article and adjective, this being the more common compared to the other one. So जब आप ये sentence देखेंगे तो इसकी prevalence ज़्यादा है in terms of writing and speech compared to the second one, but both make sense and both are correct. हम इसकी example देख लेते हैं. It was such a hot day that we decided to stay indoor. Such followed by article followed by adjective. Again, अगर हम so को use करेंगे तो sentence construction would be, it was so hot day that we decided to stay indoor. So the so hot day is again the same, but bear in mind that such hot day is more prevalent to speak compared to so hot day. Another example, it was such an interesting book that he could not put it down. Again, such followed by an article and then then adjective. And in case of using the word so, it will be sounds like it was so interesting book that he couldn't put it down. Again, bear in mind that the word so, the sentence construction with the word so are less prevalent in writing and speech. सो फार सो गुड. इस कंस्ट्रक्शन में हम ये देखेंगे कि जब आपके पास प्लूरल काउंट नाउन या नॉन काउंट नाउन हो तो सेंटेंस विल फील लाइक सब्जेक्ट फॉलोड बाय वर्ब एंड देन सच फॉलोड बाय एडजेक्टिव. दिस विल बी फॉलोड बाय द प्लूरल काउंट नाउन और नॉन काउंट नाउन. दिस फॉलोड बाय द वर्ड दैट एंड देन सब्जेक्ट एंड वर्ब. जितने भी इस जो हम फार्मूला सब लेसन में स्टडी कर रहे हैं, आई होप आपने सबको नोट डाउन किया है ताकि आपके पास नोट रहे कि आपने सेंटेंस कंस्ट्रक्शन कैसे करनी है. फर्स्ट एग्जाम्पल हम देखते हैं. She has such exceptional abilities. Such followed by adjective, followed by plural count noun, that everyone is jealous of her. Second example, they are such beautiful pictures that everybody will want one. So such followed by adjective, followed by the plural count noun. And the example with non-count noun, Perry has had such bad luck that he has decided not to gamble. So such followed by adjective, followed by non-count noun, and after that there is subject and then verb. So this was the आपके पास cause clause जिसमें Perry का bad luck है, and the effect turned out to be that he decided not to gamble. Another example, this is such difficult homework. Such followed by adjective, followed by non-count noun, that I will never finish it. So that effect turned out to be that you expect not to finish it ever. It is not possible to use so in this rule. इस रूल में जहाँ पे आपके पास प्लूरल काउंट नाउन या नॉन काउंट नाउन को आप प्ले कर रहे हैं विद एडजेक्टिव्स, ऐसे में आप सो यूज़ नहीं कर सकते. सो यू कैन नेवर से दैट दिस इज सो डिफिकल्ट होमवर्क दैट आई विल नेवर फिनिश इट. सो विद प्लूरल काउंट नाउन एंड नॉन काउंट नाउन द वर्ड सो विल नेवर कम. इट विल ओनली बी प्लेड विद द वर्ड सच. अब हम कुछ एग्जाम्पल्स देखते हैं और उनकी मीनिंग्स को स्टडी करते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इट हैज़ बीन सच अ लॉन्ग टाइम सिंस आई हैव सीन हिम दैट आई एम नॉट श्योर इफ़ आई विल रिमेंबर इट. सो द आपका जो cause clause है that says that the time is, so answer meaning is like I'm not sure if I will remember him because it has been a long time. So the cause turns out to be a long time, it has been a long time, and the effect turned out that I'm not sure if I'll be able to remember that person. Second example, he has so heavy workload that it's difficult for him to travel. So it's difficult for him to travel because of having a heavy workload. So the cause is having a heavy workload, and the effect turned out to be having difficulty in the travel for the guy. So that's how you infer. आप इस तरीके से इसमें से आंसर मीनिंग डायसेक्ट करेंगे from the cause and effect sentences. Another example, Peter has such long fingers that he should play the piano. So the word such followed by long fingers that he should play the piano. So the meanings that Peter should play piano. Why? Because he has very long fingers. So the cause, having long fingers, Peter has long fingers is the cause, and the effect turned out to be him expecting should play the piano. Professor Sens gives such interesting lectures that his classes are never boring. So the Professor Sens classes are never boring. Why? Because he gives very interesting lectures. So the cause is the Professor Sens give very interesting lectures, and the effect turned out to be that his lectures are found never boring. This is such a tasty ice cream that I will have another helping. This is such a tasty ice cream that I will have another tasting. So I will have another helping of ice cream because it's very tasty. So the cause is the ice cream's taste is very good, and effect turned out to be I'm having another helping. This was all about how to play with the word so and such in the cause and effect sentences. अब हम इसकी एक्सरसाइज को डिग इन करते हैं. ये आपके पास 15 क्वेश्चन की एक्सरसाइज है. 5 क्वेश्चंस मैं आपको अभी डिस्प्ले कर रही हूँ. जस्ट पॉज योर वीडियो है और इन ब्लैंक्स को फिल करें विद द वर्ड सो और सच, कंसिडरिंग आपके पास बाद में एडजेक्टिव है या एडवर्ब है और आपने पास प्लूरल काउंट नाउन है या सिंगल काउंट नाउन है. इन चीज़ों को कंसिडर करते हुए आपने इन ब्लैंक्स को फिल करना है. And furthermore, 5 questions are here. There are 15 questions like exercise. Pause your video here. Fill these 5 more questions. Here are last 5 more questions to fill in the class. Fill in this exam exercise. We have to fill with the so and such. Once you are done with this, we can jump to the answers. Now, the first question was, the sun shone so brightly that Maria had to put on her glasses. This is so brightly that Maria had to put on her glasses. Second question, Dean was such a powerful swimmer that he always won the races. थर्ड देयर वर सो फ्यू. एक चीज़ मैं यहाँ पे इंटरप्ट करके बता दूँ कि आपके पास सारे फार्मूलाज आपके सामने रखे हुए होंगे, तो यू नो वेयर टू प्लेस सो, वेयर टू प्लेस सच, बिकॉज दैट इज़ अ कॉन्स्टेंट फिगर. इट्स जस्ट द सो और सच आपने डिटर्मिन करना है, तो जस्ट टू हैव दोज फार्मूलाज इन योर हैंड. क्वेश्चन 3, देयर वर सो फ्यू स्टूडेंट्स रजिस्टर्ड दैट द class was cancelled. Question 4, we had such wonderful memories of that place that we decided to run. Question 5, we had so good a time at the party that we hated to leave. Now comes question 6. The benefit was so great a success that the promoters decided to repeat it. Question 7, it was such a nice day that we decided to go to the beach. Question 8, Jane looked so sick that the nurse told her to go home. Question 9, those were such difficult assignments that we spent 2 weeks finding them. Question 10, Ray called at such an early hour that we weren't awake yet. Question 11, the book looked so interesting that he decided to read it. Question 12, he worked so carefully that it took him a long time to complete the project. Question 11, the book looked so interesting that he decided to read it. Question 12, he worked so carefully that it took him a long time to complete the project. Question 13, we stayed in the sun for such a long time that we became sunburned. Question 14, there were so many people on the bus that we decided to walk. Final question 15, the program was so entertaining that nobody wanted to miss it. Thanks for watching. बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, अस्सलाम वालेकुम. ये लेसन 55 है अबाउट टोफल सीरीज़ ऑफ द बिगनर्स. आज हम इसमें कॉजेटिव वर्ब मेक के बारे में स्टडी करेंगे. इससे पहले हम लास्ट लेसन में हैव और गेट को स्टडी कर चुके हैं इन डेप्थ. सो विदाउट फर्दर अड्यू लेट्स स्टार्ट द लेसन. Now make can be followed only by a clause in the active voice. इससे पहले जब हमने have और get को स्टडी किया था तो हमने ये मालूम किया था कि आपका जो वर्ड have और get है they can be either followed by active or passive clauses. But when it comes to a word causative verb make, so this can be only followed only by a clause in the active voice. It is stronger than have or get. It means you are forcing someone. इससे पहले जब यू आर आस्किंग अबाउट हैव और गेट तो वो एक देवर मोर लीनियंट मीन्स ऑफ एक्सप्रेशंस और इट कैन बी ईदर फॉलोड बाय एक्टिव और पैसिव. However, जब आप मेक के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं तो मेक इज़ मोर स्ट्रॉन्गर देन हैव और गेट एंड इट एक्चुअली मीन्स यू आर फोर्सिंग समवन एंड इट्स ओनली फॉलोड बाय द एक्टिव क्लॉज. इसका सेंटेंस कंस्ट्रक्शन ऐसे होगा कि देयर इज़ अ सब्जेक्ट फॉलोड बाय मेक एंड अगेन इट कैन बी एनी टेंस followed by a complement which can be any person for that matter. This will be followed by a verb in the simple form. So the sentence will look like, the robber made the teller give him the money. The robber made the teller give him the money. So the robber forced the teller actually to give him the money. It's not a request, it's not you are asking someone, it's just the mere force. Note, force plus complement is verb in the infinitive form. When the word force and the complement comes, then you have a verb in the infinitive form. जब हमने यहाँ पे forced का word इस्तेमाल किया है अपने इसको expression को इस्तेमाल दिखाने के लिए, because made is actually is you are forcing someone. But when the word force comes followed by a complement, in that case आपके पास जो verb form है that will be in the infinitive form and it's no longer a simple form verb. इसको हम examples में further reinforce करते हैं सारे concept को. The first example is the manager made the salesman attend the conference. The manager made the salesman attend the conference. Made followed by the simple verb form. The teacher always makes the children stay in their seats. Again simple verb form followed by make. George made his son to be quiet in the theater. So again, the word made is followed by a silence or quiet simple verb form in the sentence. And again, these are all forced conditions. A manager is forcing the salesman, a teacher is forcing their student, or a father is forcing a son to be quiet in a theater. Furthermore, the president is making his cabinet members sign this document. So again, this is a forced feature. It's more stronger. It's not a request or a plea whatsoever. It's a forced job get done by president from president by his members, cabinet members. Another example is the teacher had made the students' parents sign release forms before he let the students jump on the trampoline. So that's how a teacher has forced the parents of the kids to get those trampoline things done with their consent form signed. So again, all the forced conditions जिसमें you are forcing someone to get his or her job done, आप उसमें make को इस्तेमाल करें. TOEFL series for the beginners का आज हम let को study करेंगे in depth. So without further ado, let's start the lesson. Let is usually added to the list of causative verbs in the grammar textbooks. इससे पहले हमारी चूँकि एक causative verbs की सीरीज़ चल रही है जिसमें हम causative verbs को in depth study कर चुके हैं. इससे पहले हम have, get और make को study कर चुके हैं. So let is also usually added to the list of causatives in the English grammar textbooks. It is not actually a causative though. It means allow or permit. ये ऐड तो किया जाता है ग्रामर की टेक्स्ट बुक्स में एज अ कॉजेटिव, बट इट्स नॉट एक्चुअली एन एज अ कॉजेटिव एंड बिकॉज इट सिंपली मीन्स अलाउ और परमिट. हम इसके सेंटेंस कंस्ट्रक्शन देख लेते हैं. The word subject followed by the subject of the sentence followed by the word let followed by the complement and then verb in the simple form. और अगर हम इसको चूँकि इट सिंपली मीन्स अलाउ और परमिट, और अगर हम इन दो लफ्ज़ों से इसको रिप्लेस कर दें लाइक सब्जेक्ट फॉलोड बाय परमिट एंड अलाउ or and then complement followed by verb in infinitive form. That's how the sentence construction will be. If it comes to let, then हम verbs को simple form में use करेंगे, और अगर हम permit और allow को use करते हैं to show the कि आप allow कर रहे हैं permission को या आप इन words को cause show कर रहे हैं, तो ऐसे में आपको verb infinitive form में इस्तेमाल करना होगा. Let is not interchangeable with leave, which means to go away. Let को आप कभी भी leave के साथ interchange नहीं करेंगे because that simply means to go away. Let is a separate independent word altogether, all alone, right? अब इसको हम examples में further study करते हैं. John let his daughter swim with her friends. So the word let is like followed by a simple verb form. इसमें आप simple allow कर रहे हैं your daughter to get her party done. अगर हम इसको permit और allow के साथ इस्तेमाल करेंगे तो the sentence structure will be John allowed his daughter to swim with her friends. क्योंकि हमने आपको पहले बताया था sentence structures में कि allow परमिट को भी हम इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं, बट उस केस में आपके पास जो ग्रामर में जो वर्ब होगा दैट विल बी इन दी इन्फिनेटिव फॉर्म. सो जॉन अलाउड हिज डॉटर टू स्विम विद हर फ्रेंड्स और जॉन परमिटेड हिज डॉटर टू स्विम विद हर फ्रेंड्स. सो अगेन दिस टू स्विम इज इन्फिनेटिव वर्ब फॉर्म विद अलाउ and permit, but when it comes to let, it will be a simple verb form. Another example is the teacher let the students leave class early. The teacher let the students leave class early, or the teacher allow the students to leave class early, or the teacher permit the students to leave the class early. So again, when it comes to allow or permit, तो आपने infinitive verb form use करना, और when it comes to let, then in that case you have to use simple verb form. Another example is the policeman let the suspect make one phone call. The policeman let the suspect make one phone call. Dr. Jones is letting the students hand in the papers on Monday. So this is like is letting followed by simple verb form in the sentence. Mr. Binion let her son spend the night with a friend. So again simple verb form by after followed by let. We are going to let her write the letter. We are going to let her write her paper. Again let followed by simple verb form. Mr. Brown always lets his children watch cartoons on Saturday mornings. So that's again followed by let followed by a simple verb form. रहीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम. ये लेसन 57 है टोफल सीरीज़ फॉर द बिगनर्स का. आज हम इसमें हेल्प के को स्टडी करेंगे विद डिटेल्स, हाउ टू यूज़ द वर्ड हेल्प ग्रामेटिकली करेक्टली. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट द लेसन. Help is not actually a causative verb either, but is generally considered with causative verbs in grammar textbook. इससे पहले जैसे हमने let को स्टडी किया था, और वो भी चूँकि causative में ही ग्रामर बुक्स में कंसिडर होता है डिस्पाइट कि वो causative verbs नहीं हैं. इसी तरीके से help भी कॉजेटिव वर्ब इन एक्चुअल नहीं है, बट अगैन ये आपको ग्रामर बुक्स में हमेशा कॉजेटिव वर्ब के टॉपिक में मिलेगा. इट्स यूजुअली फॉलोड बाय द सिंपल वर्ब फॉर्म बट कैन बी फॉलोड बाय द इन्फिनेटिव इन सम केसेस. इससे पहले जब हमने लेट में स्टडी किया था, विच ओनली फॉलोड बाय अ सिंपल वर्ब फॉर्म. हाउएवर हेल्प कैन बी फॉलोड बाय द सिंपल वर्ब फॉर्म यूजुअली, but can also be followed by an infinitive form in some cases, and the verb help means to assist. अब हम इसको further study करते हैं. The sentence structure when you use the word help will be subject followed by help, and then the verb complement comes, which is usually person, then this followed by a verb in the simple form as well as verb in the infinitive form. In rare occasions आपको infinitive form में भी verb मिलेगा. इसको examples में हम study करते हैं. John helped Mary wash the dishes. Now this word help is followed by a simple verb form. इसी तरीके से John helped the old woman with the packages to find a taxi or find a taxi. So whether it's find a taxi, which is a simple verb form, or to find a taxi, which is an infinitive verb form, in both cases it will make sense. इसी तरीके से example 3 आपके पास है. The teacher helped Carolina find the research materials. Again the word find is actually a simple verb form followed by the verb help, which is considered to be a causative verb, which actually is not in real. So this is all about the causative verb. हमने in detail study किया, starting off with have, get, followed by make, let and then help. अब हम इसको एक्सरसाइज के ज़रिए रीइंफोर्स करेंगे इन सब के यूज़ को कॉन्सेप्चुअली. ये 50 क्वेश्चंस की एक्सरसाइज है जिसमें आपको हर ब्लैंक के साथ पैरेंथेसिस में एक वर्ब गिवन है, और डिपेंडिंग कि आपके पास पॉजिटिव वर्ब क्या है उसके आप इधर इन्फिनेटिव फॉर्म या आप उसको सिंपल फॉर्म में मेंशन करेंगे. सो जस्ट पॉज योर वीडियो हियर और आप इन 7 ब्लैंक्स को फिल करें. फर्दर मोर देयर 7 मोर क्वेश्चंस, टोटल 15 क्वेश्चन एक्सरसाइज. इन सबको भी फिल करें और फिर उसके बाद हम आंसर्स को स्टार्ट करेंगे. और जस्ट पॉज योर वीडियो हियर और इन क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व करें. आई होप यू आर डन विद दिस. सो दोज हु आर डन विद द एक्सरसाइज बाय नाउ, अब हम आंसर्स को स्टार्ट करते हैं. So the first question was the teacher made John leave the room. So the word made के बाद आपके पास simple verb form है. Second question, the Toshiko had her car repaired by a machine. This is आपके पास the word had है, और again इसमें आपके पास चूँकि passive form है तो आपके पास past participle का verb इस्तेमाल हुआ है. Third question आपके पास है Eileen got Marvin to type her paper. Eileen got Marvin, again get के बाद आपके पास infinitive verb form है. I made Jane call her friend on the telephone. I made Jane call her friend on the telephone. Question 5, we got our house painted last week. Again, since it is a passive form, so it's a past participle tense. Question 6, Dr. Byard is having the students write a composition. Question 7, the policeman made the suspect lie on the ground. The policeman made the suspect lie on the ground. Question number 8, Mark got his transcripts sent to the university. Question number 9, Maria is getting her hair cut tomorrow. Question number 10, we will have to get the dean to sign this form. Question 11, the teacher let AI leave the classroom. Question 12, Maria got ED to wash the pipets. Maria got ED to wash the pipets. Question 13, she always has her car fixed by the same mechanic. Question 14, Gene got his book published by a subsidy publisher. Question 15, we have to help Jane find her keys. इसमें अगर आप देखें तो हमने got, help, get इन सब को इस्तेमाल किया है एज कॉजेटिव वर्ब, एंड उसके बाद डिसाइड किया है कि हमारे पास इन्फिनेटिव फॉर्म होगा वर्ब का, या सिंपल वर्ब फॉर्म होगा, या पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म होगा व्हेन कम्स टू विद रिगार्ड्स टू अ पैसिव टेंस. बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, अस्सलाम वालेकुम. ये लेसन 58 है टोफल सीरीज फॉर द बिगिनर्स का. आज हम इसमें रिलेटिव क्लॉसेस को इन डेप्थ स्टडी करेंगे. सो विदाउट फर्दर अड्यू लेट्स स्टार्ट द लेसन. So relative clauses में basically relative clauses used to form one sentence from 2 separate sentences. जब आपके पास 2 different sentences होते हैं तो आप उससे relative clause को form करते हैं. The relative pronoun replaces one of the 2 identical noun phrases and relates the clauses to each other. और how to connect the 2 clauses together कि आप उसमें relative pronoun के ज़रिए उसको identical noun phrases को उससे show करके 2 जो आपके clauses हैं उनको आपस में एक दूसरे से relate कर देते हैं. The relative pronouns and their uses are listed here. This आपको जो टेबल लिस्ट नज़र आ रही है ऑन योर लेफ्ट, इसमें आपके पास प्रोनाउन है जो कि हम फॉर्मल इंग्लिश में यूज़ करते हैं। क्या कहते हैं, और इसमें आपको ये रिलेटिव प्रोनाउंस की लिस्ट है। सो स्टार्ट्स विद दैट। और आपके पास जो आपके पास यूज़ नॉर्मल फॉर्मल इंग्लिश में यूज़ किया जाता है, इट्स फॉर थिंग्स, विच हम यूज़ करते हैं अगैन फॉर थिंग्स, हु हम यूज़ करते हैं पीपल के लिए। अगैन ये आपके सब रिलेटिव प्रोनाउंस हैं जिनको हम किन के लिए रेफ़र करते हैं, ये आपके पास रेड में शोन है। हुम को भी हम पीपल को रेफ़र करने के लिए शो करते हैं, और हुज़ को हम यूजुअली पीपल को ही रेफ़र करने के लिए शो करते हैं। सो दीज आर सम रिलेटिव प्रोनाउंस, और ये वो चीज़ें हैं फॉर्मल राइटिंग इंग्लिश में जिसमें हम जिनको हम रेफ़र करने के लिए इन प्रोनाउंस का सहारा लेते हैं। अगैन आपकी क्लैरिटी के लिए रिलेटिव क्लॉज हम तब कंस्ट्रक्ट करते हैं जब हम दो डिफरेंट सेंटेंसेस को, दो डिफरेंट सेपरेट सेंटेंसेस को कनेक्ट करते हैं, और इनको कनेक्ट करने के लिए हम उनमें जो आइडेंटिकल नाउन फ्रेज होता है उसको रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन से शो करके दोनों रिलेटिव क्लॉजेस को कनेक्ट कर देते हैं, रिलेट कर देते हैं। दीज आर द लिस्ट ऑफ रिलेटिव प्रोनाउंस, और ये वो चीज़ें हैं या वो ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं जिनको हम इन रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन से रेफ़र करते हैं या इंडिकेट करते हैं। एक और इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ नोट करने के लिए है, वो ये है कि इन स्पीकिंग दैट कैन बी यूज फॉर पीपल बट नॉट इन द फॉर्मल राइटिंग इंग्लिश। इससे पहले हमने लिस्ट में देख लिया, बट आप रिमेंबर कि दैट का वर्ड हम इन फॉर पीपल हम यूज़ करते हैं व्हेन इट कम्स टू अ स्पोकन इंग्लिश, बट विद रिगार्ड्स टू द राइटिंग इंग्लिश, फॉर्मल राइटिंग इंग्लिश में आप कभी भी दैट को लोगों को रेफ़र करने के लिए इस्तेमाल नहीं करेंगे। दैट इज़ ओनली मेंट टू रेफ़र टू थिंग्स, और इनएनिमेट जिसे हम कहते हैं, नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स। ठीक है, अच्छा, अब हम इसकी और डिटेल देखते हैं। द रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन कम्प्लीटली रिप्लेसेस अ डुप्लीकेट नाउन फ्रेज। तो आपके पास जो डुप्लीकेशन होती है नाउन फ्रेजेस की, उसको हम रिप्लेस कर देते हैं विद दीज रिलेटिव प्रोनाउंस। इसकी मोर क्लैरिटी आपको होगी जब हम क्वेश्चंस एग्जांपल से समझेंगे। देयर कैन बी नो रेगुलर प्रोनाउन अलॉन्ग विद द रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन। आप एक किसी भी रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन के साथ कोई रेगुलर प्रोनाउन कभी भी दोनों को एक जगह पे गैदर नहीं कर सकते। देयर कैन नेवर बी नो रेगुलर There can never be a regular pronoun along with the relative pronoun. You can't gather the regular pronoun along with the relative one. You can use either. So ये आपको clarity होनी चाहिए कि relative pronoun is actually is a complete replacement of your duplicate noun phrase. So आप you can't have two things together. For example, अगर हम इसमें हम कहें कि this is the book that I bought it at the book store. Now हम that से बता चुके हैं that we are referring to a book. तो उसके बाद फिर हम दोबारा it नहीं कह सकते because हमने mention कर दिया that कि we are referring to book. So इसका correct form होगा कि this is the book that I bought at the book store. जब आपने I bought at the book store बता दिया तो it means you are already referring with the word that कि you are referring to a book. So there is no reason to use this word it again. So you can't have a regular pronoun in connection along with the along with the relative pronoun together in one sentence. There should be a complete replacement of a regular pronoun from the relative pronoun. ये आपको clarity होनी चाहिए. इसको red से mark करने का मकसद ये है कि ये आपने it use करके इसको incorrect कर दिया because you have gathered the relative with the regular one. So you just show with one and yet the sentence make a lot of sense. आपके पास यहाँ पे आपने remember है कि आपके पास जो that a sentence with a relative clause can always be reduced to two separate sentences. So each sentence आपके पास should have its separate verb. जब आपके पास relative clause को आप दो separate sentences के अंदर reduce करेंगे तो bear in mind कि आपके पास every clause should have its own verb. For example, we bought the stereo. The stereo had been advertised at a reduced price. So ये दो different clauses थे. इसको हम relative clause construct करेंगे with replacement of one the common pronoun with the relative pronoun. So यहाँ पे common noun को हमने relative pronoun से replace किया. So we bought the stereo that had been advertised at a reduced price. तो यहाँ पे आपके पास दो verbs हैं, ये दो different independent clause के, और that is actually referring to the stereo in the sentence. इसी तरीके से John bought a boat. The boat cost $30,000. ये दो आपके पास clauses हैं. आपका जो common noun है this is boat. So आपने इस boat को convert कर दिया, replace कर दिया with the relative pronoun which is that. So the relative clause will look like John bought a boat that cost $30,000. That is actually referring to this common noun of the sentence which is boat. Another example, George is going to buy the house. We have been thinking of buying the house. George is going to buy the house that we have been thinking of buying. So again, this that is actually referring to the house that was supposedly going to buy, which was already bought by George, and we were also planning to buy one. So आपने इस that को use किया है to indicate, to refer towards house, and make sure कि that को हम हमेशा things को refer करने के लिए इस्तेमाल करेंगे in formal writing English. इसको हम कभी भी किसी इंसान को refer करने के लिए इस्तेमाल नहीं करेंगे. Another example, John is the man we are going to recommend John for the job. John is the man, so it's a human. We are going to recommend John for the job. So so to make a relative clause, John is the man whom we are going to recommend for the job. So now इसमें हमने word whom को इस्तेमाल किया है, which is referring actually to the noun John, and we connected the two clauses together. So John is the man whom we are going to recommend for the job. अब यहाँ पर आप that इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकते, because in writing English, formal writing English में the word that cannot be referred to a human, it can only be used to refer to a thing. अब हमने relative clause को हमने introduction ले लिया. अब हम स्टडी करेंगे हम who और whom के बारे में. आप who को इस्तेमाल करेंगे when the noun phrase which is supposed to be replaced is at the subject position. अगर आपका noun phrase जिसको आपने replace करना है with a relative pronoun, वो अगर subject position पर है तो आप उसको who से replace करेंगे. However, अगर आपका जो noun phrase है जिसको आपने replace करना है वो आपके sentence में complement position पर था तो आप उसको whom से replace करेंगे. Important thing आपको जो notice करनी है वो ये कि जो आपका word whom है ये बहुत rarely इस्तेमाल होता है when it comes to a speech. However, when it comes to a formal writing English तो आप ने इस वर्ड को हमेशा इस्तेमाल करना है. इफ़ यू स्टिल हैव एम्बिग्विटी कि आपने हु और हुम के डिफरेंस को कैसे अंडरस्टैंड करना है, तो ये इंपॉर्टेंट फार्मूला है कि आपके पास हु के साथ हमेशा वर्ब आएगा और हुम के साथ हमेशा नाउन आएगा. विद हु द वर्ब कम्स, एंड व्हेन कम्स टू हुम इट ऑलवेज कम्स विद नाउन. इन एग्जाम्पल्स को स्टडी हम इसको फर्दर स्टडी करते हैं. Consider the following examples. The first example is the men are angry. And the second example is the men are in this room. The men are in this room. These sentences को हम इस तरह can be considered as the men are in this room are angry. हमारे पास दो example हमने sentences पढ़े, the men are angry and the men are in this room. So अगर हम इसको इस तरह बनाएंगे the men are in this room are angry. So the men is a subject. So how to make a relative clause? The men who are in this room are angry. The men who are in this room, this who is referring to the men again, are angry. Are in this room are angry. The men are angry. I don't like the men. Now these are two different clauses. The men are angry. I don't like the men. So the men, I don't like the men are angry. अब आप कह रही हैं the men whom I don't like are angry. So अब आपके पास ये जो men है they are at the complement position. I don't like the men because subject position पे you're talking about yourself. You are talking. So you are at the subject position. But जिस वक्त जिसके बारे में बात हो रही है वो the men है that you don't like which are at the complement position. In that case आप इसको replace करेंगे with the word whom. The men whom I don't like are angry. So जब आपके पास जिसको आपने रिप्लेस करना है वो कॉम्प्लीमेंट पोजीशन पर है तो आप इसको whom रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन के साथ रिप्लेस करेंगे. और अगर आपने सब्जेक्ट को रिप्लेस करना है विद द रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन तो देन द वर्ड who will come. So again the sentence, the subject replaced by who and the complement should replaced by the word whom. जो whom है इसके बाद आपको whom को word को आप और preposition के बाद भी लिख सकते हैं. At times आपको जो word whom है that can also come after a preposition. In that case the preposition should always be moved to the position before whom in formal writing English. इसको example से समझते हैं. The men are angry. The woman is talking to the man. These are two independent clauses. So the woman is talking to the men are angry. The woman is talking to the men are angry. So to the is up the preposition which is before the word whom it is whom. So आप इसको किस तरह से लिखेंगे? The man to whom the woman is talking is angry. So आपने इस preposition को अपने whom के साथ पहले place करना है because यहाँ पर आपका जो ये जिसके बारे में बात है तो complement position पे that's why आप इसको whom लिख रहे हैं और उससे पहले preposition है. This preposition should also come before whom when you're making a relative clause and you're using the word whom. यहाँ पे whom इसलिए आ रहा है क्योंकि जिसके बारे में बात हो रही है वो complement position पर है और subject position पर आपकी woman and you are not referring to a woman, you're referring to the men the woman talking to. So since the men you're talking to is a complement position इसलिए हमारे पास ये word whom आएगा. However, if the preposition is part of a combination such as a two-word verb meaning that the preposition cannot be reasonably be moved away from the verb, it will remain with the verb. However, अगर आपके पास जो preposition है that is supposedly a part of a combination which is यानी कि two word verb है, which means that the preposition cannot be reasonably be moved away from the verb, that will remain with the verb. यहाँ पर हमारे पास easily था, वो separated था, तो हमने इसको separate करके whom के साथ place कर दिया. लेकिन अगर आपका जो two word verb है और ऐसे में आप उसको replace नहीं कर सकते, तो आपने उसको दैट विल बी योर द preposition विल रिमेन विद द वर्ब. सो ये आपको इसके बारे में क्लैरिटी होनी चाहिए. whom को स्टडी किया. नाउ द रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन whose कम्स इन. हु हमको पता है कि जब हम यूज़ करते हैं जब हम रेफर करें समथिंग एट सब्जेक्ट पोजीशन. whom हम यूज़ करते हैं व्हेन वी आर रेफरिंग समथिंग एट दी कॉम्प्लीमेंट पोजीशन. एंड व्हेन यू आर इंडिकेटिंग सम पोजेशन तो हम यूज़ whose को इस्तेमाल करेंगे. इसको एग्जाम्पल से समझते हैं. द बोर्ड वॉज कम्पोज ऑफ सिटीजन्स. द सिटीजन्स डेडिकेशन वॉज एविडेंट. सो इसकी रिलेटिव क्लॉज होगा द बोर्ड वॉज कम्पोज ऑफ citizens whose dedication was evident. So it's referring to the citizens' dedication. Second example is James. James' father is the president of the company, has received a promotion. So अब आप कैसे बताएंगे James whose father is the president of the company has received a promotion. So the word whose is referring to the that James' father. So आपने James' father में James को आपने noun को replace कर दिया with this relative noun which is whose, because आप यहाँ पर possession show करें तो it comes with the word whose. Another example is John found a cat. The cat's leg was broken. So we are talking about the leg of the cat. As the result, इसका relative clause बनेगा John found a cat whose leg was broken. Since we are talking about the leg of the cat, तो इसको हम replace कर देंगे और refer करेंगे with the word whose. For example, Harold. Harold's car was stolen last night. Is at the police station. So अब आप यहाँ पर इसका relative clause construct करेंगे. Harold whose car was stolen last night is at the police station. So instead of again repeat करें कि Harold car, you just mention the word whose and it's referring कि you're talking about Harold's car. Since it's about the possession, so you replace it with the word whose. Another example. The company's employees are on strike, is closing down for 2 weeks. So अब आप किस relative clause construct करेंगे. The company whose employees are on strike is closing down for 2 weeks. So it's about whose is referring to the employees of a company. So instead of mentioning the word a company again, you just replace it with the word whose, because we are talking about the employees about the company. So आपने पहले company mention कर दिया, आप दोबारा उसको मैं कंपनी मेंशन करने के बजाय आप सिर्फ whose मेंशन कर दें, तो इट इज शोइंग दैट द एम्प्लॉइज यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इज रेफरिंग टू द सेम कंपनी यू स्पोक इन द फर्स्ट क्लॉज. Furthermore, the dentist is with the child. The child's teeth are causing some problem. To make a relative clause, the dentist is with the child whose teeth are causing some problem. So it's about the teeth of a child. So आपने child को repeat करने के बजाय आपने इसको refer कर दिया with the word whose. Question. Next example is the president. The president's advisors have quit is giving a press conference. So to make a relative clause, the president whose advisors have quit is giving a press conference. So the word whose comes because you're referring to the advisors of a president. So president owns, it's about the advisors who are owned by the president. हमने relative clauses को हमने in depth study किया in detail. अब हम उसके exercise को study करते हैं ताकि हमें इस concept की further clarity मिल जाए. So without further ado, let's start the exercise. ये आपके पास टोटल 15 क्वेश्चंस की एक एक्सरसाइज है जिसमें आपको रिलेटिव क्लॉज को अप्रोप्रिएटली प्लेस करना है. सो आप इस स्लाइड पे थोड़ी देर अपनी वीडियो को पॉज करके यहाँ पे आपके पास इस ब्रैकेट के अंदर वर्ड दिया हुआ है जिसको आपने डिसाइड करना है कि आपने इसमें सब्जेक्ट को कंसिडर करके दैट यूज़ करना है सब्जेक्ट पोजीशन को, या कॉम्प्लीमेंट पोजीशन में आपका क्वेश्चन है तो आपने उसको हूम मेंशन करके इसको प्लेस करना है. सो अकॉर्डिंगली आपने हर सेंटेंस को आंसर करना है और रिलेटिव क्लॉज क्रिएट करना है. ये फर्दर 7 क्वेश्चंस हैं टू आंसर. अगेन आपके पास इसमें ब्रैकेट में जो है इसको आपने प्लेस करना है अकॉर्डिंगली. सो इफ़ यू आर डन विद दिस तो हम फिर आगे प्रोसीड करेंगे और टू द आंसर्स. दोज हु आर डन विद द क्वेश्चंस बाय नाउ हम उनके लिए आंसर्स को जंप इन करते हैं. सो द फर्स्ट question was the last record. Again उसके पास ब्रैकेट में है the record was produced by this company became a good record. So we are talking about the record now. So the last record that which was produced by this company became a good record. So again we are referring to which because this is about something which is thing which is a record. So इसलिए हम इसको which से replace कर रहे हैं, which से demonstrate कर रहे हैं. So that 2 sentences made in a relative clause this way. Second question, checking accounts. The checking accounts require a minimum balance are very common now. So इसका आंसर है जो checking account that, और इसको आप which भी लिख सकते हैं, requires minimum balance are very common now. So again इसमें भी आप इसको which से replace कर सकते हैं because again you are referring to a thing. जैसे आप पहले question में भी आप that भी mention कर सकते हैं और which भी mention कर सकते हैं because you are just referring not to any human, it's just about a thing. The question number 3, to the professor, you spoke to the professor yesterday, is not here today. नाउ अब इसको अब आप कैसे मेंशन करेंगे? द प्रोफेसर टू whom you spoke yesterday is not here today. सो अगैन सिंस आप इसमें जिस प्रोफेसर की बात कर रहे हैं दैट इज़ एट द कॉम्प्लीमेंट पोजिशन, दिस इज़ अगैन आपके पास प्रेपोजिशन मौजूद है तो आपने इसको टू से मेंशन किया विद whom बिकॉज यू आर रेफरिंग टू अबाउट अ ह्यूमन and which is at the complement position. So about human at the complement position और इससे पहले preposition मौजूद है तो to whom you spoke yesterday is not here today. Question 4, John, again John's grades are the highest in the school, has received scholarship. अब आप मेंशन करेंगे John whose grades are the highest in the school has received a scholarship. Has received a scholarship. Again next question, Philip bought a camera, the camera has 3 lenses. So इसका relative clause you construct होगा the Philip bought a camera that, और हम इसको which भी लिख सकते हैं, which has 3 lenses. So that's how you made 2 sentences into one connecting with the relative clause. Again this is going to be a thing or a, that's why हम इसको that या which से refer करेंगे. Question 6, Frank is the man. We are going to nominate Frank for the office of treasurer. Frank is the man. We are going to nominate Frank for the office of treasurer. So the relative clause will be Frank is the man whom we are going to nominate for the office of treasurer. So since आपका जो Frank है is at complement position और आप इसको whom से replace कर रहे हैं, refer कर रहे हैं. Question 7 is the doctor is with the patient. The patient's leg was broken in an accident. So the doctor is with the patient whose leg was broken in an accident. Whose leg was broken in an accident. Question 8, Jane is the woman. Jane is going to China next year. So the answer, so the relative clause will be Jane is the woman who is going to China next year. Next year. Question 9, Jane wants a typewriter. The typewriter self-corrects. So the relative clause will be Jane wants a typewriter that or which self-corrects. So that or which is referring to the typewriter, which is a thing. Question 10 is this book, I found the book last week, contains some useful information. So to make a relative clause, this book which I found last week contains some useful information. So this word which is referring to this book. Again, it's an inanimate, it's a thing, so you can refer, you can आप इसको point कर सकते हैं with the word which. Question 11 is Mr. Bryant's team has lost the game. Looks very sad. So अब आप इसको कैसे mention करेंगे? तो Mr. Bryant whose team has lost game looks very sad. Question 12. James wrote an article. The article indicated that he disliked the president. So इसका relative clause है the James wrote an article that or which indicated that he disliked the president. Since हम यहाँ पे refer कर रहे हैं towards the like or dislike, which is a thing, it's not referring to the president, it is referring to the dislike or like. Question 13, Question 12 here is James wrote an article. The article indicated that he disliked the president. So the relative clause will be James wrote an article that indicated that he disliked the president. Since here हम that or which इसलिए इस्तेमाल करें क्योंकि we are referring actually towards article. We are not referring towards the president. If it was president, then हम who या whom mention करते depending कि हम यहाँ पे subject या complement position पर हैं. Since हम यहाँ पे article refer कर रहे हैं which is a thing, तो हम इसको that या which से refer कर सकते हैं. Question 13 is the director of the program. The director graduated from Harvard University, is planning to retire next year. So the director of the program who graduated from Harvard University is planning to retire next year. Since यहाँ पर आपका जो director है, it's at the subject position, that's why हम इसको replace करें with the word who. Question 14, this is the book. I have been looking for this book all year. So the relative clause will be this book that or which I have been looking for all year. So that's how you refer, since you are pointing towards a book which is a thing, that's why you can replace it with, you can mention as at with the that or which, any of the two. बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। ये लेसन 18 है ऑफ टॉफिल सीरीज़ फॉर द बिगनर्स। आज हम इसमें वर्ब एज कॉम्प्लीमेंट को इन डेप्थ स्टडी करेंगे, उनकी ग्रामर को प्रॉपर डायसेक्ट करेंगे ताकि आपको इस कॉन्सेप्ट की फॉर लाइफ टाइम क्लैरिटी हो। सो विदाउट फर्दर अड्यू, लेट्स स्टार्ट द लेसन। Now, verbs that are always followed by the infinitive form of verb, which is to followed by verb simple form. Now, sometimes आपके पास verb के बाद एक और दूसरा verb मौजूद होता है जो कि complement के तौर पे सर्व कर रहा होता है, unlike using a noun, which is a usual case. आपके पास noun को हम as complement use करते हैं, but what if आपके पास verb के बाद एक और verb मौजूद हो as a complement form? इन दैट केस आपके पास उस वर्ब को एक्सप्रेस करने की दो ही कंडीशंस हैं. वन, इट इज़ ईदर इन द इन्फिनेटिव फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब, और सेकंड, इट कैन बी इन द जीरन फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब, विच वी नो बाय नाउ कि जीरन वर्ब फॉर्म इज़ अ वर्ब विद आईएनजी फॉर्म. सो अगर आपके पास वर्ब के बाद एक और वर्ब मौजूद है विच इज़ एक्टिंग लाइक ए कॉम्प्लीमेंट, तो इट कैन बी अ इन्फिनेटिव वर्ब फॉर्म विच इज़ टू प्लस सिंपल वर्ब फॉर्म, या इट कैन बी जीरन फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब विच इज़ वर्ब एंड आईएनजी फॉर्म. सो अब हम स्टडी करेंगे उन लिस्ट ऑफ वर्ब्स को जिनके बाद आने वाला जो वर्ब है ऑन कॉम्प्लीमेंट पोजीशन वो आपके पास सिर्फ इन्फिनेटिव फॉर्म में मौजूद होगा. नाउ दीज आर द वर्ब्स लिस्ट जिनके बाद आने वाला जो वर्ब है ऑन कॉम्प्लीमेंट पोजीशन हम उसको इन्फिनेटिव फॉर्म में ही लिखेंगे एंड नॉट अदरवाइज, एंड मस्ट ऑलवेज बी रिटन एज ए इन्फिनेटिव फॉर्म. सो अब हम इस लिस्ट को देखते हैं. आपको मैं इस पॉइंट पे सजेस्ट ये करूँगी कि काइंडली अपनी वीडियो को पॉज करके इन लिस्ट को अपने पास कहीं प्रॉपर नोट लिख कर लें ताकि आपके पास लिखने और एंड इवन इन योर स्पीच आपको हमेशा क्लैरिटी रहे कि किन वर्ब्स के बाद आपने इन्फिनेटिव वर्ब फॉर्म को लिखना है. सो दीज लिस्ट ऑफ वर्ब्स इंक्लूड एग्री, अटेम्प्ट, क्लेम, डिसाइड, डिमांड, डिज़ायर, एक्सपेक्ट, फेल, फॉरगेट, हेजिटेट, होप, इंटेंट, लर्न, नीड, offer, plan, prepare, pretend, refuse, seem, strive, tend, want, wish. तो इन लिस्ट के बाद, इन वर्ब ऑफ लिस्ट वर्ब के बाद आने के बाद वाला जो भी वर्ब मौजूद होगा कॉम्प्लीमेंट पोजीशन पर, हम उसको सिर्फ इन्फिनेटिव फॉर्म में लिखेंगे. अब इसको हम एग्जाम्पल से फर्दर क्लैरिफाई करते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, द फर्स्ट एग्जाम्पल इज जॉन एक्सपेक्ट्स टू बिगिन स्टडीइंग लॉ नेक्स्ट सेमेस्टर. सो एक्सपेक्ट के बाद आने वाला जो वर्ब है दैट इज़ इन द इन्फिनेटिव वर्ब फॉर्म. Mary learned to swim when she was very young. Learn के बाद infinitive verb form है. Again, these all blue highlighted verbs are all from the list we just spoke about. The budget committee decided to postpone this meeting. Again, decide के बाद आने वाला जो verb है that is infinitive form. The president will attempt to reduce inflation in the next 4 years. Attempt के बाद infinitive verb form. मैं हर point पे आपको ये बात reinforce कराऊंगी ताकि आपको हमेशा से याद रह जाए what is the infinitive verb form and what is gerund verb form. Then example is soldiers are preparing to attack the village. The verb prepare is followed by an infinitive verb form. Cynthia has agreed to act as a liaison between the two countries. The agree is followed by an infinitive verb form. Now, what about those verbs जिनके बाद आने वाला verb on complement position must always be written in the gerund verb form? So these are the list of verbs जिनके बाद आने वाला verb must always be in the gerund form and not in the infinitive form. इससे पहले जो लिस्ट आपको बताई थी, आई होप आपने उसको पॉइंट अब नोट डाउन कर लिया है. इसी तरीके से इस पॉइंट पे भी अपनी वीडियो को पॉज करके इस लिस्ट को अपने पास नोट डाउन कर लें. इन वर्ब्स के बाद आने वाला वर्ब मस्ट ऑलवेज बी इन दी जीरन फॉर्म, और इसको हम एग्जाम्पल्स में भी रीइंफोर्स करेंगे. सो द लिस्ट इंक्लूड एडमिट, appreciate, avoid, can't help, consider, delay, deny, enjoy, finish, mind, miss, postpone, practice, quit, recall, report, resent, resist, resume, risk, suggest. इनके बाद आने वाला जो verb होगा that must be in the gerund form. Let's look at the few examples. John admitted stealing the jewels. Stealing the jewels. Now, stealing is a gerund form of verb in the ing form. We enjoyed seeing them again after so many years. Enjoy के बाद आपका जो verb है that is in the gerund form. You should not risk entering this building in its present condition. Risk के बाद आपके पास जो verb है that is in the ing या gerund form. Michael was considering buying a new car until the prices went up. So considering के बाद आपके पास जो verb है that is in the ing form which is a gerund verb form. The Coast Guard has reported seeing another ship in the Florida Straits. So reported के बाद आपके पास जो verb है that is in the gerund verb form. And final example, would you mind not smoking in this office? Again आपके पास जो verb के बाद जो verb gerund form में आएगा that is in the that smoking which is in the ing form. So this and having keeping all these concept into mind, एक important चीज़ आपको और बताने हैं कि आपने जब इन sentences को negative form में convert करना हो, be it a sentence of an infinitive form or having verb in the infinitive form या gerund form, तो आपने ऐसे sentences को negative बनाने के लिए सिर्फ आपने negative article not को just before your infinitive और gerund verb form से पहले ही लिख देना है. For example, John decided not to buy the car. आपको मालूम था decided के बाद हम to buy लिखते हैं because it's infinitive verb form. तो आपने just इस sentence को negative बनाने के लिए not के article को insert करना है to buy से पहले. इसी तरीके से we regretted not going to the party last night. So regret के बाद आपके पास gerund verb form था, and to make the sentence negative you just inserted the negative article not before the gerund form of verb. So just to know how to make these sentences negative, you just insert the word article negative and the whole not, and the whole sentence will make you sense. Now these are the verbs that can be followed both by infinitive form or can be followed by a gerund verb form, and yet there is no change in the meaning whatsoever. इससे पहले हम list of verbs study कर चुके हैं जिनमें आपके पास सिर्फ ऑप्शन है कि आपने infinitive verb form को mention करना है. कुछ फिर हमने स्टडी किया जिनके बाद आप सिर्फ gerund form of verb को लिख सकते हैं. Now we'll study about those verbs जिनके बाद आप infinitive भी लिख सकते हैं, flexibly और gerund form भी लिख सकते हैं, and be comfortable about कि इनकी meanings में भी कोई difference नहीं आएगा. So the list include begin, can't stand, continue, dread, hate, like, love, prefer, regret, start, try. So any of them followed by any verb, so the verb can be both infinitive or gerund and yet be comfortable कि आपके पास there will be no change in the meaning of the sentence whatsoever. अब इसको example में देखते हैं. He started to study after dinner. So the word start is followed by infinitive verb form to study. और अगर हम इसको gerund form में करें, so he started studying after dinner. So हमने instead of writing infinitive we write it gerund form, and yet the sentence has no change in the meaning whatsoever. Another example, John hates to ride a bicycle to school. So the hate is followed by infinitive verb form, or it can be written as John hates riding bicycle to school, and it's a gerund form, and yet there is no change in the meanings of the sentence. So regardless इन list के बाद आप infinitive लिखें या gerund लिखें, आप comfortable हैं कि आपकी change of meaning नहीं होगी. Now there is some important rule to look at. अभी हमने verbs के बारे में study कर लिया. Now what if आपका verb आपके preposition combination में हो, आपके पास एडजेक्टिव preposition combination में हो, या noun preposition combination में हो, या preposition all by alone हो. इन चार कंडीशंस के बाद में आपके पास ये फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी है कि जब भी इन चार कंडीशंस के बाद वर्ब आएगा, then must always be followed by a gerund verb form. Any of the verbs followed by under these conditions, directly after these conditions, so it must be in the gerund form, and you know gerund form is a verb in the ing form. So these are the following list of verbs preposition combination. इनके बाद आने वाला verb must always be in the gerund form. So the list is again, जहाँ आप list देखेंगे अपनी वीडियो में, kindly वहाँ पे वीडियो पॉज करके इस list को अपने पास लिख लें, सेव कर लें. It's an important note ताकि आपको आपकी writing improve हो with time from grammatical point of view, ताकि आपको errors ना cause करें. So the list includes approve of, which is again a grammar is a verb followed by a preposition. Be better off, count on, then comes depend on, followed by given up, insist on, keep on, put off, rely on, succeed in, think about, think of, worry about. So these are the verb and preposition combinations जिनके बाद आने वाला verb will always be in the gerund form. So let's look at few examples. John gave up smoking because of his doctor's advice. So gave up is a verb preposition combination, so followed by a verb in the gerund form. So up is a preposition, verb preposition combination followed by a gerund form of verb. Another example is Mary insisted on taking the bus instead of the plane. So insist on is a verb preposition combination, so it will be followed by a gerund verb form. Henry is thinking of going to France in August. So it's a verb preposition combination followed by a verb in the gerund form. You should be better off leaving now instead of tomorrow. So this be better off is a verb preposition combination, so followed by a verb in the gerund form, which is an ing form. Now the following expression contain, these are the three verb expressions to look at. These are the expressions of verb preposition combinations where this to is actually a preposition, and so be mindful of this कि इन expressions के अंदर जो आपके पास to लिखा हुआ है, this is a preposition and it has nothing to do with the to of infinitive verb form. So इसके बाद आपको ये preposition ही है, तो इसके बाद आने वाला verb भी gerund form में ही होगा. So these verb preposition combinations again must always be followed by a verb in its gerund form. So इसकी example देख लेते हैं. So these three verbs are object to, look forward to, and confess to. Again, these to is a preposition, so you better not confuse it with an infinitive verb form to. So look at the examples now. Fred confessed to stealing the jewels. So again, this is a verb preposition combination followed by a verb in the gerund form. We are not looking forward to going back to school. So again, forward to is followed by a verb preposition, so it's the verb followed by must be in the gerund form, which is a going. Now we spoke about the verb preposition combinations. Now we look at few examples जहाँ पे आपके पास adjective मौजूद है preposition के साथ combination में, तो इनके बाद आने वाला verb भी must always be in the gerund form. So look at the examples of those adjective prepositions. It includes accustomed to, this is an adjective followed by a to, which is a preposition. Afraid of, again adjective followed by preposition. Capable of is again adjective followed by preposition. Fond of, intent on, interested in, successful in, tired of. So kindly stop your video, pause your video here और इन adjective preposition को list कर लें. इनके बाद आने वाला verb must be again in the gerund form. So example are Mitch is afraid of getting married now. This afraid of is followed by a verb in the gerund form. We are accustomed to sleeping late on weekends. So accustomed to is an adjective preposition combination followed by a verb in the gerund form, which is sleeping. Jean is not capable of understanding the predicament. So this capable of is an adjective preposition combination which is followed by a gerund verb form. Alvaro is intent on finishing school next year. So intent on is an adjective preposition composition followed by verb in the gerund form. Craig is fond of dancing. Again, fond of is an adjective preposition combination followed by gerund form of verb. We are interested in seeing this film. So this interested in is an adjective preposition combination followed by gerund verb form. इन तमाम कॉन्सेप्ट को बार बार रिपीट करने का मकसद सिर्फ आपको इनको दिमाग में इंग्रेव कराना मकसूद है. Now we studied about the verb preposition combination, adjective preposition combinations. Now what about जब आपके पास noun preposition combination हो, तो ऐसे में भी बाद में आने वाला जो verb है that must be again in the gerund form. So look at the example of those noun preposition combination जिनके बाद आने वाला verb must always be in the gerund form. So this include choice of, excuse for, intention of, method for, possibility of, reason for, method of. So in noun preposition combinations के बाद आने वाला verb भी gerund form में ही होगा. तो example देख लेते हैं. George has no excuse for dropping out of school. For dropping out of school. So again, this is a word, it's a noun preposition combination again followed by gerund verb form. There is a possibility of acquiring this property at a good price. So possibility of is followed by a gerund verb form. There is no reason for leaving this early. So this is a noun preposition combination followed by a gerund form of verb. Connie has developed a method for evaluating this problem. So method for is noun preposition combination. By now आपको मालूम होना चाहिए कि जहाँ भी preposition आ गया है उसके बाद फौरन आने वाला जो verb है that will be in the verb in the gerund form. Now so far हमने study किया कि आपके पास अगर verb preposition हो, noun preposition हो या adjective preposition हो. So what about if any time you have an only preposition which is followed directly by a verb, then verb will always be in the gerund form. For example, after leaving the party, this after is again we know by now is a preposition. So after leaving the party, Ali drove home. So the verb right after preposition the verb is in the gerund form. He should have stayed in New York instead of moving to Maine. So this of is again preposition followed by a verb in the gerund form. Now we spoke about those verb, adjective, noun with prepositions or preposition alone. अब हम स्टडी करेंगे उन लिस्ट ऑफ एडजेक्टिव्स को विच आर ऑलवेज फॉलोड बाय इन्फिनेटिव फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब एंड अगेन नेवर बाय द जीरन फॉर्म. सो यहाँ पे इसको हाईलाइट करने का मकसद ये कि आपको ये बात अच्छे से क्लियर होनी चाहिए कि इन एडजेक्टिव्स के बाद आने वाला जो वर्ब होगा दैट विल ऑलवेज बी इन्फिनेटिव और आपने उसको जीरन नहीं मेंशन करना. तो अगेन पॉज योर वीडियो एंड मेक अ लिस्ट ऑफ दीज एडजेक्टिव्स. अब हम पहले इन एडजेक्टिव्स को स्टडी करते हैं. द लिस्ट इंक्लूड्स एंशियस, boring, dangerous, hard, eager, easy, good, strange, pleased, prepared, ready, able, usual, common, difficult. These are the list of adjectives जिनके बाद आने वाला जो verb है that will be infinitive form. एक और important चीज़ है वो regarding है able. हमने इसको इसलिए यहाँ पे डायरेक्ट करके highlight किया है but we'll speak about it in a while. अब हम पहले इनके examples को study करते हैं. Muhammad is eager to see his family. So the word adjective eager is followed by an infinitive verb form to see. It is dangerous to drive in this weather. So the adjective dangerous is followed by a verb in the infinitive form which is to drive. We are ready to leave now. So the ready adjective is followed by a verb in the infinitive form which is to leave. It is difficult to pass this test. So difficult is followed by infinitive verb form. It is uncommon to find such good crops in this section of the country. So the word uncommon is followed by infinitive verb form. Ritzko was pleased to be admitted to the college. Again this is infinitive verb form. So again आपको ये बात बताना मकसूद है कि इन adjectives के बाद आने वाला जो verb है that will be in the infinitive form. नाउ हमने एबल को हाईलाइट किया था लास्ट लिस्ट में और हमने आपको बताया था कि हम स्टडी करेंगे व्हाई इट इज़ स्पेसिफिकली हाईलाइटेड. सो एबल मीन्स द सेम एज केपेबल. हम इस दोनों वर्ड्स को इंटरचेंजेबली यूज़ करते हैं. एबल एंड केपेबल आर यूज इंटरचेंजेबली बिकॉज द मीनिंग्स आर द सेम. बट आपको ये बात मालूम होनी चाहिए कि ग्रामेटिकली दे हैव अ लोड मोर डिफरेंस. तो आपने अगर इनको लिखना है ज़रूर लिखें, इनको इंटरचेंजेबली लिखें बिकॉज द मीनिंग्स आर सेम. बट ग्रामेटिकली आपने इनके बारे में केयरफुल होना है. वो केयर ये है कि जब एबल आपने लिखना है तो एबल के बाद आने वाला जो वर्ब है दैट विल बी इन इन्फिनेटिव फॉर्म जिस तरह ये पहले हमारी लिस्ट में मौजूद था. बट बेयर इन माइंड जब आपके पास केपेबल मौजूद है तो केपेबल को आपने हमेशा लिखने के बाद उसके बाद आपने प्रेपोजिशन ऑफ ऐड करना है और जब प्रेपोजिशन आ जाए उसके बाद आपने विदाउट एनी सेकंड थॉट आपका जो वर्ब आएगा दैट विल बी इन दी जीरन फॉर्म. सो द सेंटेंस विल साउंड लाइक दीज स्टूडेंट्स आर नॉट येट एबल टू हैंडल सच डिफिकल्ट प्रॉब्लम. सो वी नो एबल मीन्स नॉट हैविंग एबिलिटी और हैविंग एन एबिलिटी टू बी प्रिसाइज. सो यहाँ पे एबल के बाद आपने इन्फिनेटिव वर्ब फॉर्म लिखा है. बट अगर आपने इसी सेंटेंस को केपेबल के साथ लिखना है विद ऑल द सेम मीनिंग्स तो दीज स्टूडेंट्स आर नॉट येट, इंस्टेड ऑफ राइटिंग एबल जस्ट राइट केपेबल और केपेबल के बाद आपने प्रेपोजिशन ऑफ मेंशन करना है और वंस यू हैव प्रेपोजिशन तो विदाउट सेकंड थॉट आपने जीरन फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब हैंडलिंग लिखना है. Instead of to handle it comes handling such difficult problem. So bear in mind able capable meaning के एतबार से सेम है बट जब आपने उनको ग्रामेटिकली लिखना है तो able के बाद infinitive verb form और capable के बाद आपने preposition of और फिर gerund verb form को लिखना है. So far we spoke about all those details. Now there are some verbs that can be followed by either infinitive form or the gerund form. But in that case आपको ये ख्याल होना चाहिए कि ऐसे में उनकी meanings जो होंगी चेंज हो जाएंगी. तो despite of having flexibility writing both infinitive और gerund form verb, but दोनों cases में इनके meanings बदल जाएंगे. तो आपने you should be very careful about the decision whether you are going to take write a infinitive form or a gerund form verb. वो तीन वर्ब्स जिनके बाद आप फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी के साथ इन्फिनेटिव और जीरन फॉर्म लिख सकते हैं अगेन विद द डिफरेंट मीनिंग्स टुगेदर. सो दीज थ्री वर्ब्स आर स्टॉप, रिमेंबर एंड फॉरगेट. इन तीन के बाद आपके पास फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी है इन्फिनेटिव लिखने की भी और जीरन फॉर्म लिखने की भी. सिर्फ ये आपको ख्याल रखना है कि ऐसे में मायने बिल्कुल चेंज हो जाएंगे. अब हम एग्जाम्पल से समझ लेते हैं. जॉन स्टॉप्ड स्टडीइंग. So इसका मतलब ये कि John is not studying to stop. John is not going to study anymore. So John has just put a full stop to his studies. So that was simple. It means कि stop के बाद gerund form verb आया और meaning ये है कि John ने study छोड़ दी है. But if you write John stopped to study, तो यहाँ पर आपने stop के बाद infinitive verb form लिखा है and this sentence means that John stopped during something in order to study. Now it means altogether different thing कि John कुछ और काम को छोड़कर उसने उस काम को pause करके stop करके study start किया. So just a single difference of a gerund to a infinitive form, the meanings a whole lot difference. तो आपने जब इन तीन verbs के साथ डिसाइड करना है वेदर इट्स इन्फिनेटिव तो जीरन फॉर्म, तो यू शुड बी माइंडफुल कि आपने आपके जो आपने पॉइंट क्रॉस करना है, व्हाट डज दैट एक्चुअली मीन। ऑल अबाउट द वर्ब एज कॉम्प्लीमेंट का लेसन। आई होप दिस ऑल मेक सेंस बाय नाउ। जस्ट इन केस आपको इसके बारे में फर्दर क्लैरिटी और कॉन्सेप्ट के बारे में रीइंफोर्स चाहिए, तो अब हम इसके लिए एक 20 क्वेश्चंस की एक्सरसाइज को सॉल्व करेंगे। इस एक्सरसाइज में आपके पास हर सेंटेंस में पैरेंथेसिस में जीरन और इन्फिनेटिव वर्ब फॉर्म गिवन है। बाय नाउ आपके पास लिस्ट है हर वर्ब की, एडजेक्टिव्स की और इनकी प्रेपोजिशन कॉम्बिनेशंस में कि किन के साथ आपने जीरन फॉर्म लिखना है और किन के साथ इन्फिनेटिव फॉर्म लिखना है। तो जस्ट बिफोर सॉल्विंग दिस एक्सरसाइज आप अपने नोट सामने रखें और इस एक्सरसाइज को सॉल्व करें। देयर आर 10 मोर क्वेश्चंस हेयर, सो जस्ट स्टॉप योर वीडियो, पॉज योर वीडियो है और आप इन क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व करें। वंस यू आर डन विद दोज क्वेश्चंस, फिर हम आपके आंसर्स को स्टार्ट करेंगे। सो फॉर दोज हु आर डन विद एन एक्सरसाइज बाय नाउ, अब हम आंसर को स्टार्ट करते हैं। सो स्टार्टिंग विद द फर्स्ट आंसर विच कम्स ऑन योर स्क्रीन नाउ। The first question, the teacher decided to accept that paper. So the decided followed by infinitive verb form to accept. They appreciate having this information. The word appreciate is followed by a gerund verb form. His father does not approve of his going to Europe. So we know approve of is a combination with prepositions. So without any second thought, just select the gerund verb form. Question 4, we found it very difficult to reach a decision. So difficult is followed by infinitive verb form. Donna is interested in opening a bar, and we know in is a preposition, so without second thought, just a gerund form of verb. Question 6, George has no intention of leaving the city now, and intention of is a combination with prepositions, so gerund form of verb. Question 7, you are eager to return to school in fall. So this word eager is followed by infinitive verb form. Question 8, you would be better off buying this car. This off is preposition, so without second thought, just select the gerund form of verb. Question 9, she refused to accept this gift. So the word refuse is followed by infinitive verb form. Mary regrets being the one to have to tell him. Being the one to have to tell him. So this is going to be regret followed by a gerund form of verb. 7, George pretended to be sick yesterday. So pretend is followed by infinitive verb form. Question 12, Carlos hope to finish his thesis this year. So the word hope is followed by the infinitive verb form to finish. Question 13, they agreed to leave early. So agree is followed by infinitive verb form. Question 14, Helen was anxious to tell her family about her promotion. So the word anxious is followed by infinitive verb form. Question 15, we are not ready to stop this research at this time. So the ready is followed by infinitive verb form. Now comes question 16. Henry should not risk driving so fast. The word risk is followed by gerund verb form. Question 17, he demands to know what's going on. So the word demand is followed by infinitive verb form. Now comes question 18, which is she's looking forward to returning to her country. So the word looking forward to is preposition. So just after preposition, we know it's a straight gerund verb form. Question 19, there is no excuse for leaving the room in this condition. So the for is a preposition. So whatever comes after preposition is nothing but a gerund verb form, which is leaving here. And final, question 20, Gerald returned to his home after leaving the game. So the word after is a preposition, and again after preposition just a straight gerund verb form. So this is all about the verb as complement lesson. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel and share with your friends and family. If you have any question left, kindly let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching this video.